All right. The finale, Winter Soldier, Falcon, all the good stuff. I still say Sharon's a scroll. I'm saying it. I'm saying it right now. All right, folks. Welcome back to the SF Comic Book Company, and welcome back to our Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Full spoilers, just in case people didn't get that. Full spoilers. It's in the title, but people who are still, say they don't read. So actually, we should change the title. It's Captain America and the Winter Soldier now. Hell of an episode. We do this after show for the MCU shows. We did this for the whole season. We did it for WandaVision. Check it out. Like and subscribe if you like our content. We do a weekly show also every Tuesday, 8 p.m., the SF Company Hour. Welcome. The finale, the big finale, I guess, series finale, season finale. There was rumors of other...
season finale so far.
Yeah, I heard rumors they're going to do a season 2.
I hope they do this. Welcome, everyone. Come and join us for now. We're going to call him Captain Finale, Maximum Effort Grayson. How you doing?
Hi, guys.
He only comes in for the good stuff. I see how it is.
It's late. It's late, you know.
So this is not all crabby and bitchy like last time.
How about you shut the fuck up for once?
There you go.
Angry
All that
bird brain.
angry banner already.
Yeah,
Save it for the.
Was he squawking again? Was he squeaking? Can we do that mute thing like fucking PTI and shit?
All right. Save it, guys. You put you guys in the corner. Watch. Sarah, how you doing? The only sane one here.
I actually put on makeup for the finale today. So.
Me too.
Don't put this one right next to last week.
You can see the progression of Sarah.
It felt like a reason to celebrate. So.
Nip, how you doing?
I'm good, man. A little underwhelmed by the finale, but okay.
Yeah. All right. I dug it. I thought this was a great finale. We didn't get any big surprises, but I'm okay. This it was an emotional roller coaster of an episode, but let's jump into it. We get the One World. The title of the episode: One World, One People. That's the mantra of the Flag Smashers. We jump right into the action right away. We get Bucky, Sharon showing up. Bucky was pretty badass this episode. We get this whole opening with the Flag Smashers. We get a badass intro with Cap. Cap Falcon comes in. He looks great in the suit. I think the suit looks great. There's been like toy leaks and stuff like that. So this is the first time we get to see the suit in action. That's how we kind of start off. I am Captain America. Falcon's Captain America now. Rick, what'd you think of this opening scene here?
Well, it was cool. I mean, I liked all the players coming back, especially with Sharon. It says Sharon, right? Yeah, Sharon coming back. Now
Scroll.
she's
Scroll, you mean?
Power broker.
Yeah. That was cool. But
Spoilers.
yeah, I still have like a thing that she could be a scroll.
I think so. I think there's still.
I agree as well.
Yeah, so there's gonna be scrolls everywhere. So we just don't know who scrolls are yet. But yeah, it was cool. The only thing that would have made it a little bit sicker is if fucking Zemo just busted out of nowhere and fucking just showed up and fucking started whipping ass too. But
we had a little bit of Zemo in the end. I did like his little quick little scene of him, that little smirk. It's gonna haunt us forever. So Nip, what'd you think of this opening with Captain Falcon?
It was exciting to see. I was ready. I made my little background here. I knew we all knew it was gonna be Captain America. It was just a matter of time. It was cool. That was sick, and he got the little Red Wing back. That was tight.
Yeah, you're big Mark.
I was juiced on that. It's my dog. It was good. The opening was good, but I mean, my complaints about this episode are basically like some of the cheesy dialogue. Like I know some of these action movies are like action Marvel shows are gonna be cheesy, but like it was extra cheesy in this one.
Yeah,
like super corny. Like I don't know. The writing was kind of weird. It wasn't up to par from what I've seen so far from Marvel. in my opinion.
Well, so I know, man. Hey, have you seen fucking Thor Ragnarok? It was pretty fucking.
I
corny.
love Thor Ragnarok.
But
I love Thor Ragnarok.
yeah, I mean, we've come a long way since then already, you know.
Yeah.
So I hear what he's saying though. Like,
Yeah. So, Sarah, what'd you think of this opening? What'd you think of Captain America's new costume and all that?
Dude, he got like bigger muscles in this uniform or something. Yeah, he's like
padding.
He's got
he's
some.
totally yoked
Got a lot
now.
of padding.
Yeah, he's got some extra padding for sure.
We're all gonna start the like shield workout now, frisbee or something. But I mean, I thought it was good. You guys know I'm not like the biggest fight scene person, so it was like good. I'm glad things all back together. You know, it had some fun twists and turns. I think his outfit or his costume, what are we calling it? Was awesome, especially like underwater.
Yeah.
How it had the light.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
But otherwise, like, y'all know I'm here for the emotional scenes. So.
Yeah, we get some good ones later on for sure in the episode. We get some, yeah. Definitely with the Isaiah Bradley stuff, man. I like teared up a little bit almost on that. All right, so
I got a quick question. I don't know if anybody can answer, but do we have any confirmation? Are those wings? Are they vibranium?
I would
Yeah,
assume,
I
last
would
week
assume
they
so,
were.
just because they're from Wakanda.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
assuming that too, but we
Yeah,
didn't
and
get
they
any
took that-
confirmation at all.
and they took that explosion too. So I think they're a little bit, yeah. So basically, he's like a walking vibranium shield right now. So
One thing though, I mean, I do like the way it looks on. I mean, this is we always talk about as comic book fans how things look on the screen as to how they're drawn. Dude, I'm not digging that part of his head where
Yeah.
he's got that side pieces, man.
the ears look all
yeah,
fucking like
you-
stretched in. Yeah,
Dude,
I know,
it
like-
reminded me
I
of what
noticed that
Gambit
too.
shit might have looked like, you
I
know,
didn't
like
like
how we
that
see
headpiece.
Gambit. I mean,
They could have engineered something better than that.
yeah, it looks cool there though,
Look
like
like
the
a
way,
wrestler mask, Rey Mysterio.
yeah, the way like Lip got it looks cool. But
little weird luchador mask. Yeah,
one thing that irked me the most watching this, and I get, but to me, Captain America's just always been. I mean, he's like, yeah, he's a super soldier because he took the super soldier serum, but it's a dude in a shield, man. I mean, what's up with all the fucking technology?
yeah.
That's what's killing me.
Yeah.
I know it's a captain for a new age.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Captain from our Captain America was a new age Captain America, but he was from the fucking 40s. So I mean,
Yeah.
I just want. I wish that Sam, part of him, would take the super serum. I know why he wouldn't, but
Yeah.
it just it doesn't feel like Cap to me. I mean, Captain Falcon, yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a permanent thing. I think we're going to get Cap back at some point, but
Chris Evans?
just like in the comics.
Somebody
you know,
else, I think.
Yeah.
I think they'll use the multiverse or something to get a new actor or something like that.
Yeah. It's Patriot can come up and be the new Cap. Yeah, they had a little bit of Patriot in here, so too. Big Leo 415, quit hating on Thor Ragnarok. Never.
Thank you, Big
Oh,
Leo. Thank you.
The bastardization
That
of
shit
Planet
was
Hulk.
sick. I loved it.
Brian Vasquez, do you think Sharon will introduce X-Men because she said she sell government secrets? I'm sticking with the
interesting.
scroll. I'm still thinking that
Yeah,
she's
I think
working with
she's
the
a Skrull as
scrolls.
well.
Yeah, I think she's yeah. So,
I have a feeling she's a Skrull.
I thought I was let down by her being the power broker though. That was kind of weak,
Me
honestly.
too.
Yeah, kind of underwhelming. Yeah, I was
I
like,
think that's still that's just a layer on top of being a Skrull, just working how you can just work everywhere you want to be.
But
was
it just
kinda-
felt out of place. I don't know. They didn't do enough to work her character. I don't know. She just
it's
yeah.
kind of anticlimactic. To the oh, you're the power broker, and just
Yeah,
kinda like,
that it was.
yeah, I was like, yeah, it was good. Like, yeah, they could have probably did a little bit better with the reveal on there, but we all knew there was something shady going on with her. It wasn't like a big shock. Oh no, Sharon's bad. Like, we kind of knew that. So we get some great. This opening scene was great though with the action. We get George St. Pierre, the Leaper, back in. We find out later he's been hired by the power broker to kind of spy on them and kind of help them out. Some great conversations with Carly. I'm glad they didn't like pussyfoot around. They just went straight to the action. We didn't need any more explain. We just go right back in it. Let's see. We got some cool Klein stuff. Yeah, we get they take hostages. Can't even talk. Hostages. Carly like basically tells them that they're okay to become martyrs, and they're gonna accept that. So Rick, what do you think about that plot? The Flag Smashers finally their final end game here.
Well, I can see what they're going for. It's the opposite ends of extremism. You know, they want to cover. I guess they want to go for both sides. Well, but the whole thing is, dude, that character of Carly is so fucking annoying. Just, I mean, I've stewed on the character the whole time. You know, I understand being, trying to stay on the side of righteousness and everything, but just to lose yourself in all that bullshit for just that kind of a cause. I mean, you're being a hypocrite to yourself. So, Carly and the Flag Smashers, you can go fuck yourselves. You're on the go fuck yourself list right now. I mean, honestly, dude.
Tell me how you really feel.
It makes no sense. I want them to go away. Go away.
I think missing out on that cut storyline with the vaccine thing they had, I think would have explained and kind of made more sense with this. I think losing that kind of, they were just there and they
cut about they cut a subplot out of the whole series.
There was a whole vaccine virus subplot that kind of involved them. They cut them out. So
I still think it would be weak. I'm not a fan of these Flag Smashers. I'm not. They were going for these emotional strings. I just didn't feel like I had no sympathy for them anytime. They were just more annoying than anything.
Well, we didn't.
I mean, in the beginning they were kind of, but like it just got overkill. It just, they're force feeding you emotions, and I didn't feel it. They
didn't really feel like a threat too. They had the super soldier serum, but they can easily been taken down with a couple shots to the whatever. Sarah, what do you think of the Flag Smashers overall? We finally saw the end game.
I was over them last week, to be honest. And then Carly, the first thing out of her mouth to John Walker was that Lamar's life didn't matter, and I was just you are so not winning allies here. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that plot is just completely done because I'm over that. And like, I don't even really think their plan was that great. Like, okay, let's kill all the people in that room. Other people are just gonna get elected.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna be the end of their voting. Like they'll just get some other congressman or whatever to vote. Like it's not like. And now it's kind of a dumb plan, yeah.
Exactly. And now you're this violent extremist group that everybody's gonna hate. Like, I didn't like the plan. I don't mind like not very emotionally intelligent villains if they have like an idea and they execute it well and like they like stick to their plan. But I just felt like she didn't have a great plan in the first place. She didn't know how to talk to people. Like, the only thing they had was that stupid app, and they didn't even have like a password to get into it again.
Where's your VPN, man? Come on. I got it. It just like I don't know. It felt like it was like they just needed like an enemy for them. It was kind of generic. I think of all the history of like villains, they could have went with the Serpent Society. They could have went with like so many great like Cap villains and villains through the Marvel universe. Flag Smashers just seemed kind of like they were trying to preach a lot.
That's what I think they were going for. They were going for like just the themes of social uprising and everything.
Yeah,
but my big complaint, I've been griping on it a few weeks, is it's just this show has been so predictable in the last like 3 or 4 episodes. There's been no like. I mean, we called the Power Broker last week. We said it was most likely Sharon. We knew that the Flag Smashers were not going to make it out, so that was like just anticlimactic. We knew Sam was going to take over as Captain America. I mean, there was no curveballs at all whatsoever, really. No. And I think I even said last week, I think Walker's going to come back and be the hero.
I like John Walker.
Disappointed on that one.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought he came in pretty good.
Irredeemable. Can we get like a stamp saying irredeemable?
It was kind of a quick redemption too. Like they could have at least.
They were very buddy like quickly for sure. I get that part, but yeah, I do like the character. I think I did like the
very
end.
Chummy at the end, man.
Yeah, a little too chummy. They had a little too like it was just too easy too. Like you just killed somebody like last couple episodes ago. We got drawing. What's the drawing? Yeah, I totally agree. There's no way any of these Disney Plus shows are leading to the X-Men. When Phase 4 was planned, Marvel didn't have X-Men. In my opinion, there will be more X-Men Easter eggs in next Phase 4. I think we're going to start seeing some hints. I think we're going to start like Shang-Chi's doing reshoots. I think they're going to probably maybe add some stuff in there for some X-Men stuff. I think we're going to see some sprinklings, man. We're going to see, like, we already saw Madripoor, so that's a very
sprinkling.
That's a very spring. I think we're going to see some more stuff. I think we're going to maybe hints of the Weapon X program. I think we're going to get some little sprinkles. We're not going to see an full X-Men movie until like Phase 5, but I think we're going to see some sprinkling. I think we're going to start seeing it because all this stuff was filmed last year that we're going to start seeing. Like they at least did some like reshoots or like their second phase of shooting. So we're going to see some stuff. It's not going to be like Wolverine's not going to jump out of the screen or anything in the next like year or so.
Hope not.
We're going to see some stuff. Yeah, put Wolverine on the show for a while. All right, so let's get back to the episode. We got a cool bike move with Bucky on the bike. I like that little twist of him just like leaping forward because I thought, he's going to jump or do that. No, he did the like cool little leap. I dug that a lot.
He had a lot of superhero landings this episode too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did for sure. I like how she told him like give him like to distract him, give him something to save. I like that. I like that line a lot. And so we get, of course, John Walker coming in. He's pissed. Of course, another predictable thing. He built the shield, and of course, it lasted like a minute before it got destroyed.
Yeah.
So that was kind of
hands like just like.
So Sarah, what'd you think of John Walker, his little redemption arc in this episode?
I agree that it was way too quick. Like they had that little image of him looking at the star and then like tweaking out a little bit.
A little grounding point or something to keep him grounded, I think.
Is that what that is?
I guess to like make him remember who he was supposed to be,
Lamar,
who he was.
and he's supposed to be like this valiant dude or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, wait a second, you guys, like. Just because he's fighting on our side right this second doesn't mean y'all should be like, but I don't know. It was confusing to me, honestly. I was sitting there going, wait, did I miss something? Because like now he's trying to save a truck on their side, but I don't know. Is it like the enemy is my friend kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Kind of, but then they just they accepted him like right after. It's just, I don't know, it was lazy writing. It was poor writing in my opinion.
Yeah, I just felt like there wasn't enough. There wasn't even like enough of a moment between them to be like, oh, cool, he's on our side now. It was just like accepted. Like, did a scene get cut that we missed?
Yeah, it was kind of quick for sure. But I did like his acting. I dig his acting a lot.
Acting is great.
Yeah,
acting is good. Just poorly written.
Yeah. So, Nip, what do you think of Walker, his little redemption, his quick little redemption?
It was just too fucking quick, like way too fucking quick. Like it didn't
feel earned.
Didn't have any time to marinate. It was just like forced, and because the season's ending, let's just make this shit wrap up real quick, like kind of.
And yet we got like a 5-minute montage of building the boat last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have done without that. Yeah.
What did I say? I said we should have combined the last two episodes into one, and we probably have a perfect episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut out some of the shit from the last episode. Cut out a little bit of the shit from this episode. Like Sam's speech was way too long in this. When he was talking to the politicians, that was
a little bit too long.
Was way too fucking much.
Yeah.
Super preachy, man.
Yeah, I think you could have cut that in half and been a little bit more impactful too. Like
just everything needed to be. They could have edited, condensed it, and had more impact.
Yeah,
and like less words, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
But yet, I would have liked more explanation about John Walker. So I've seen there.
Yeah.
Some other stuff.
So Rick,
what was the whole thing about this Valentina with the card thing?
So basically, she's Hydra. She's like in the comics, she starts off.
Hydra.
She starts off.
But what's the point of having no contact information on the car though? What is that whole little gag?
It's like, bitch, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, what was the point of that shit?
I don't know, man. Drawing. What's up? Hints of a Weapon X program would be cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a little sprinkles, a little like stuff like that. We're gonna get stuff like that, and like, maybe mentions of certain characters. We'll. Good point, Sarah. Last week, Sam and Bucky broke Walkers out, but now they're all friends. Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Weren't you guys just beating the shit out of each other? So, Rick, what'd you think of Walker's redemption arc?
Dude, come on, man. Like, see, this is my whole thing. There's been how many people recorded his ass on TikTok fucking killing that person? right? So from now on, anytime an Avenger goes fucking rogue, I don't want any Avenger like giving that person shit. From now on, if Venom comes into the Avengers and eats somebody, I don't want anybody looking at fucking Venom the wrong way because it's bullshit. You know, they're supposed to be like on the side of right, and I'm not saying they should ostracize the guy, but you can't just be like, "Oh, hey, buddy, good job, fuck you, dude." Like, you just saved a whole bunch of people. Good for you, man. Thumbs up. Like, no, get the fuck out of here, man.
He wasn't even that successful at saving people, right? Like he
saved like one person and still dropped.
He tried to save the truck that was falling, but
Yeah, the truck. Yeah,
and then he was inspired by the real Captain America.
Yeah, Black Falcon. I like all the names that they gave him in this.
The Captain Falcon one was the
Captain
best.
Falcon. Yeah, marked out. I think we all marked out for that.
Captain Falcon.
That's a deep cut right there for us. So we get Sharon's involved. So we get Sharon. She's the power broker. We see her. She was part of the scheming and such. So Sarah, what'd you think of the big reveal of Sharon Carter as the power broker?
I was really disappointed. The only thing that I maybe sort of almost kind of like is, you know, they've been saying he this whole time. Like, was that supposed to be a comment on sexism? That everybody just assumed it was a man in charge, but they didn't actually know. I don't know, but they didn't even like comment on that or say anything. So, ooh,
I agree.
I just felt like man, we also like haven't really had enough of a development there. Like we kind of figured it was her, but why do I care? What's the big point here?
I still think she's a Skrull. I think they were still going to get that Skrull reveal.
So much better. I was waiting for that. Yeah, and like
she did have the little face change thing on her face, so I was like,
They're trolling us.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I mean, I like these complex characters, but like I just felt like she didn't have enough time for me to care.
Yeah, and I think there's more like because in the comment, like in the previous movies, she's totally acting out of character. Like she's not acting like how she's like been portrayed before. So there's definitely something off with her, and like and the fact that she just came out like, oh, I'm bitter, so I'm gonna be a bad guy now because they don't accept me, which kind of doesn't make any sense. Like she could have easily did the same thing, and she could have made a phone call to one of her 20 Avengers fans that she helped out. So Nick
been back for like 6 months or whatever too, right?
Yeah.
Was dusted.
Yeah. So there's something. There's definitely something more to her. Nip, what'd you think of this reveal, man?
Man, that whole scene was terrible. Like the whole fight scene, the whole dialogue and that shit was just whack. Like there was no.
It's kind of awkward.
It was weird. It was like out of place. It was dumb. Like I mean, it was just like poorly written, poorly executed. I was not a fan of this whole scene. This whole scene was terrible in my opinion. Probably one of the worst scenes of the season so far.
Oh yeah.
I'm the power broker. Yes, I am. Like just.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of forgotten that there was that whole like, oh Carly, like you were my mentee thing.
Yeah, that was.
What the fuck was that? That was out of nowhere too.
Yeah, because it didn't make any sense for sure. Rick, what'd you think of this big reveal?
First of all, if you know Sharon Carter is a Skrull, then where the fuck else? Where's the other Sharon Carter? Is she like locked in the bottom of a fucking like trunk, like in Harry Potter and shit? That's where they got fucking Mad Eye Moody and shit. But
in the comic Secret Invasion, they pretty much like captured the original heroes. And
where'd they keep them?
It was on. They were, I think, on a spaceship or some shit. It was like they had them like in a secure location.
So that's when they're showing that, because right now up to this point everybody kind of likes the Skrulls, I guess, because they're just like like galactic refugees, right?
We've seen the good ones,
huh? Because exactly.
Yeah, we haven't seen the bad ones.
So we haven't seen the
Spider-Man. I told you.
The actual Skrull Empire, like the Skrull Empire coming after them, right? So I don't know. I'm still hoping for. It just seemed like some kind of Falcon Crest fucking reveal and shit, like some like 80s bad like late night. I'm the power broker. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Like, come on. It was just kind of it was cheese.
Yeah.
And I like cheese in other things, but not in Cap's universe. Cap's universe is to me like the most like solid, the most real. Everything else is cheese. I don't do that with Cap. You know, I'm the power broker.
And for me, like, you've had 6 hours of footage, and we don't have any like memorable characters out of this. No real world building. Just kind of like what has really changed? Just you get Walker, you get Sam as Captain America. Like, okay, we knew that shit was gonna happen coming in.
It kind of, you know what it kind of feels like. It's we knew Captain, Falcon was gonna be, becoming Cap, but to me, was this show really about Bucky?
Yeah, I thought it was a little more about Bucky, honestly.
Because now it feels like this is Bucky's redemption. This whole show was pretty much Bucky's redemption. He's learning how to trust people.
And even that, man. I mean, we're probably gonna cover that in a minute, but that little scene was whack too. It was just like, oh, I killed your son. Bye.
Bye.
Cut scene. End scene.
Yeah,
what? That's the best dialogue you come up with.
So why? Okay, I want to touch on that too. So why was dude having like dinner with the girl he was supposed to be like going out with? I mean, he's
gonna swoop on his chick?
Was
kill
he
my son?
swooping on the girl?
I slay your chick.
Because at that point, I mean, Bucky's looking at him like,
well, now he's got closure. He's got to get back out in the market, man. So
he clearly has a thing for older men.
He's like, all right, all right, now I know what happened to my son. Now it's time to get busy.
You slay my son, I slay your chick.
Drawing, but maybe Sharon is acting different because they wanted Lola Bunny her, retcon her to make her more than just a love interest for Steve Rogers. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they have
Carter's still sick though.
Yeah, I think they have something else for her. There's more to her character for sure. I think we're gonna see some more hints. I'm sticking.
I agree. She's a scroll as well. Why not make more of a hint out there during this 6 hours? Why make
Secret
it
Invasion? We're gonna see we might see all of these people come back and just like I'm a scroll.
But I mean, you had that random scroll lady in fucking WandaVision. Like, I'd rather see Sharon Carter be,
Yeah.
Why not use that instead of some random Air Force lady or whatever?
I was personally excited for the inclusion of her in the show. I thought they were going to use her more like as Chloe O'Brien to Sam and Buck, but no. It feels like there's more cut from her too. I think it feels like they cut a lot of this.
They must have cut a lot of her scenes because they were they were trying to make this all emotional with her, and you barely even seen her. Like, why would we care?
Yeah, it felt
and
rushed.
even on Civil War, she was barely used. I mean, we barely seen her screen time wise.
Yeah.
So they're like accounting for her as if she's like this main character kind of, and she didn't have enough screen time to deserve any like care, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not any, but you know what I mean. Like it's like it was a big like twist and turn, but it wasn't. Like she doesn't evoke enough emotion out of me for that.
Yeah. It felt kind of unearned, that whole thing. Like I feel like they could have made up the tension a little bit better and the reveal a little bit more. Like, oh shit,
Sarah's pissed. She said, "Fuck this, I'm out of here."
Oh, okay. Hopefully she will be back. She got the boot.
She was not feeling that Sharon Carter.
Sharon Carter.
So we get the reveal of the power broker. GSP wants 4 times, and of course he gets shot. And then we get a fight between Cap and Carly. We get a fight between Cap and Carly, and Sharon shoots Carly, and pretty easily, right?
Yeah, the whole thing was weak. Like, she shoots Baltrock, she shoots Carly, and Sharon got shot by who? Baltrock?
Carly.
I think Carly.
Yeah, I think Sharon shot Batroc. Carly shot Sharon.
Shot.
She was weak.
Sure shot.
Lamont, what's up, Lamont? Ended up caring for John Walker than anyone else. The Flag Smashers were a joke.
I agree.
They literally did nothing. They just said they had a plan, and we never saw it. Cheeks. Yeah.
I agree with you on all points, well, except for Walker. He was kind
For
of weak
real,
too.
for real.
I liked Walker. I liked Walker in this, man. I like his kind of arc, man.
He gets his ass whooped by everybody though. Like, and he has the same serum that Carly and them have.
You know what? Now I just want to ask. So this serum, this serum is no way on Cap level serum or.
No, it's supposed to be stronger because he was.
No, it can't be, man. Because these guys are.
Because the way he was handling, the way he was handling Bucky in that one episode, it seemed like that serum's supposed to be stronger than Cap's because he was handling Bucky easily, and Bucky has serum. Well, he has the we talked about it. He has the Hydra serum, but
yeah, he doesn't have the full. Yeah, Bucky's not
That's
as strong
true.
as Cap would be. So.
No, Bucky's definitely not as strong.
Yeah,
but
so
he was handling pretty
but
fucking
the-
easy.
the
and Bucky was
arm
giving Cap problems when they were fighting in Civil War, and not Civil War.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
He was giving Cap major problems. So that's why I was like, it's kind of inconsistency with the level of this serum.
That's where I come in with the level of the serum, because I mean we've all seen Cap get super fucked up, and I mean he's fallen, broken. It looks like he probably broken bones, and I understand that bullets are different, but some of these guys are taking gut shots and they're dying.
Like Carly shouldn't have died off of that. Cap wouldn't have died from that gunshot.
No, he wouldn't have.
Cap's not bulletproof. He's not.
I'm not saying he is.
No, but he wouldn't have died though from a gunshot.
I'm saying he wouldn't have died. Like
that was pretty easy. She only got shot once, right?
Is it because they're villains that they die so easily? That's all I want to know. I mean,
welcome back, Sarah. I thought we thought you got offended by the questions.
Sharon Carter, God damn it!
No, my computer was plugged in, but apparently not charging. So
it's always something. All right. So we get that. We get the Angel Falcon comes down. It's straight
that
up
was
like
cool. I didn't mind the imagery.
Heavily Angel thing. Captain. We get the Captain Falcon line, which was great. I thought the speech was cool to a point, but like Nip said, it was a little too long. They would have cut this in half. It would have made it more impactful. Like, we get it. You're telling everybody how it is. And I think it went on a minute or two too long. I think if he just said like a 30-second, like, you guys are fucking up, this is what you need to do, and it would have been more impact. But he just kind of like, all right, kept going on.
It's preachy.
Yeah. So Rick, what do you think of this scene?
Well, like I said, dude, if honestly, it's sometimes to get to the point. Just get to the point. Stop, saying this, stop saying that, and it's like you're trying to get a guy to. And I get why he does it. It's because Sam is that trauma guy who tries to recover people. He's the guy who like sits there and he talks to him and everything. And I get that. But like when like Cap talks to like Nick Fury, when they start looking at those big giant, the airships, he's like, you know what? That's not security. That's fear. There's no big fucking speech. He just condensed it to the one thing that this is what it is. You can't do this. This is wrong. Like, that's what I love about Cap. When it comes to the Steve Rogers Cap, at least, he pretty much just says like, you know what, the Sokovia Accords. We shouldn't do this. This is not cool. Well, why? Are you serious? It's evident. If you can't get behind this, that means you're on this other side. Then you guys are on the side of wrong. This is not America. No, but Sam is just like, all right, here we go, man. You don't come from my neighborhood. I don't come from... I'm like, no, stop it. Just fucking tell him what the fuck. Condense it, all right?
Yeah. He rambled on way too long.
Less is more in some of those situations. Yeah, less is more. Like, you have more impact if you just come in like, hey, I'm Captain America. You guys are fucking up.
Fuck up and do this. Well, not so mean.
The Walker would have said it like that.
So Sarah, what'd you think of that? I did like the scene leading up to it, the flight scene with the helicopters. I thought that scene was great. I thought it was great action. The action in this episode, I thought was
the action. I got no.
I think the dialogue definitely hurt some of the scene. Kind of weighed this episode down. Some of I liked a lot of things, but I definitely feel like the
sequences were cool.
The sequences are cool. So Sarah, what'd you think of this Cap speech?
Well, before that, with the helicopter thing, I was like, lady, you're counting. Why didn't you grab it one? She let the helicopter.
Why are you counting out loud, too? Just count in your head.
No.
Like if someone's counting, I know you're in a helicopter and they have headphones, but don't count out loud. Like, come on. Like he
Yeah.
has.
Well, and even though she was the one counting, she didn't grab it once. She said one and then waited like 3 seconds to grab the thing. I was like, why can nobody follow instructions here?
Comprehension, damn it.
Well, it was just lots of dumb stuff like that. Like Carly whistling underground. Nobody's going to believe you. I don't know. I just... dumb stuff like that. Anyways, the speech.
Turn into fucking Negan.
Well, or like the Hunger Games or something. But I'm like, the point of this thing like that is to hide it so you can like signal to people with it being like, oh, maybe. But if you're under like in a basement, it doesn't work anymore. It's just lots of dumb stuff like that. This was fine. It was long. I mean, I got where they were going with the like, even if you're the good extreme, you're still extreme, and that's bad. Like you're just the other side of the same coin. And I can appreciate that message. But yeah, it was a bit verbose.
What was up with the smoke bombs too? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of smoke bombs in this episode.
to get them like that was their answer to shoot a smoke bomb down there. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So Nip, what'd you think of the speech, the big speech at the end?
I was not a fan of it. I thought it was just too much. Rick said it. You know, get to the fucking point. I liked what he said. He had some good points, very good points. But it's like,
Get to the point.
It was just too long. Yeah, just shorten the shit down. Like I don't
They
know what
need
the,
to
I,
wrap it
don't,
up
I really
box.
don't know what the writers and directors were thinking on this. The last few episodes is just like, I don't know, too much of a good thing can be bad.
Yeah, right. Drawing. I think both of these shows, Wanda and Falcon, felt more like stretched out movies than miniseries. I am loving them, but they need a little more material for 6 hours. Makes you appreciate Jessica Jones. At least
Jessica
the first
Jones
season.
third season was whack. First two were good.
First two seasons were good in Jessica
Yeah.
Jones.
I need to watch the second one. I haven't watched that yet. Lamont, honestly, bad storytelling at the end. No breakdown needed. Hey, everyone, it's U.S. Agent. Post-credit scene was butt, too.
Yeah, and they're like, we're all supposed to be hyped up on Valentina, and I'm like, I know who she is, okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of other main characters you could have came with than her.
I love the show before this though. Yeah, supposedly she was in Black Widow. She has like a couple scenes in Black Widow. So that was supposed to be her first appearance, and I guess showing up
So
here.
she's gonna be kind of building like a evil Avengers or
she's
like
yeah,
that. Suicide Squad type of team.
Thunderbolts maybe, or like just a Hydra thing going on. So yeah, we get.
I mean, I guess if it matters in the end game, then it's okay. But right now, I'm just not feeling the character much.
Lamont, too much speculation and leaks for these shows that come out
Again,
over 2 months. Saw the suit in a toy leak, but you can't go on YouTube without spoilers. It just hurts. I saw the suit. It was like leaked, and sometimes you scroll past and like, oh damn it, I saw it. Like, like so you can't. Sometimes you can't avoid them even if you try so hard. But yeah, we knew Cap was gonna Falcon was gonna become the Cap, so it wasn't like a huge like, oh no, like. But yeah, the toy leaks are rough, man. Yeah, so yeah,
and the bullshit hype for the cameos—that's what keeps pissing me off too.
Yeah, and that's kind of our fault too for speculating. But
no, not this time. You could say that with WandaVision to a certain extent, but this one was the actual fucking director. The actual fucking director gonna be like and give out fake ass clues. Like what the fuck, man? Like
it should be great.
They could have gave out better clues for Valentina at least. Give some honest clues. Nobody would have probably fucking got it, but. I mean, at least it would have been pointing you in the right direction, as opposed to just saying "fuck you."
Yeah, very true. Were the Flag Smashers more interesting in the comics?
Well, there were like a guy. It was like one guy in the comic, and they had more of a recent storyline with them. And so I don't know. I feel like that was like they could have picked so many other like villains to like fill this role, and especially if it's going to be like a throwaway kind of like thing. Like okay, they just all died at the end. They all blew up.
The power broker was supposed to be 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson, right? That's the original power broker's name, Curtis Jackson. So just went with 50 Cent. Fuck.
Womack would have been happy with that. For sure. So we get the Flag Smashers. They get put in a van, and we get Zemo's butler blowing them up. Which I love the scene when Zemo's hearing it over the radio, and he just turns and has the great little smile. I thought that was great.
Very mafioso. Very mafioso.
You know what? I wish we could. They They should have just said fuck the Flag Smashers and focus more on Zemo. Let me see more Zemo and maybe explain
That
more.
was a pleasant surprise for me. That was a pleasant surprise for me. I hated Zemo coming in, and he's the best character coming out of this series for sure.
He was great. Yeah, I want to see more Zemo for sure. And so we get the reveal of. We kind of knew this too. This speculation he was going to come out as a U.S. agent, and we get a scene. I like the suit. I think the suit looks cool. The black kind of looks like the old comics U.S. agent suit with the black and red. I thought that was cool. So yeah, Rick, what'd you think of U.S. agent coming out with Valentina?
I like the suit, but I don't know. I don't like the tone of the character. He feels a little slapsticky.
A little goofy, yeah, I can see that.
I kind of like him a little bit more serious, a little bit more unhinged. But one thing I've noticed, he has like a little twitch now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen that. Like it happened again at in this end scene where he just gives a little twitch, and then but it's like just once. Prior to this, he's twitching like he's having a little seizure and shit when he's trying to get to the truck. But I'm noticing that. So is he having side effects from the serum? Is the serum not for everybody?
That's what I got from it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if he comes out as U.S. agent, is he gonna go on missions where maybe he tweaks out and he fucks some shit up?
That would be great.
Yeah, like he just goes ham and just like, oops, what did I do? I didn't want to do that. I don't like the whole redemption story with him. It just
too quick.
And he had a redemption story in the comic too. He had
but it was probably like a 6-issue arc.
It was definitely didn't happen overnight for sure. So Krista, what's up, Krista? Really liking Zemo. Zemo's film. Drawing. We'll say this: the show has me excited for Captain America 4, which is happening. Definitely going to happen. I miss Steve Rogers. I love Steve Rogers. So hopefully he comes back at some point. Lamont, good point though. Lamont, he's a soldier, PTSD. So he's having some. It's going to enhance the formula is supposed to enhance what you have. So if you have PTSD and you have some of that shit, it's going to enhance it. So that's probably why he's like a little more twitchy and it's a little more on nerve. So yeah, we definitely see more of that.
And he was just kind of an asshole too, so it enhanced that as well.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the PTSD thing in like one of the first couple episodes, but I think it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's not just like a little thing anymore. It's like their moments. So I think the super soldier serum's enhancing it for sure.
So Sarah, what'd you think of the Madam Hydra U.S. agent thing? What'd you think of all of this?
I mean, okay. So the way that she announced it, I guess just as not a comic book reader, I didn't really get it because she was like, the world doesn't need a Captain America. They need a U.S. agent. And I was like,
things about to get weird. That's what she said.
Yeah, what the fuck does that even mean?
Like, I sound like a car salesman. Like, I'll sell this car to you. Yeah.
They don't need a Captain America. They need an FBI agent. Okay, well, they got a million.
I don't get it. I don't like. If she would have said like the Dark Knight, then I would have been like, okay, I know what that means. But like, they need a U.S. agent. I didn't get it at all.
Need a customs agent.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that was weird. And weren't we just supposed to like him? And now we're back to being really skeptical.
Yeah.
I just can't follow what they like. Yeah. I almost wish we didn't have the Flag Smashers at all, and we could have just focused more on Zemo and more on John Walker, and maybe a little bit more on Sharon Carter. Because I think they spread themselves way too thin, and maybe I'm dumb, but I'm just not following the John Walker. Like, how am I supposed to feel about this guy? Yeah. It changes every scene.
Yeah.
So
I would have been down for just a four-part miniseries as opposed to 6. You could have cut out a lot of the shit, and you would have had a much stronger 4 episodes than 6 kind of watered down everywhere, all over the fucking place episodes.
Yeah, I like the John Walker stuff. I thought it is a little goofy at points, but I did like the John Walker storyline. He did get a little redeemed a little too quick. It didn't feel earned.
He chopped dude's fucking head off, and then it's all good. Like a week later.
Yeah.
Well, and then
the shield was bleeding, guys. You know?
Just a little blood. So we get the scene with that. So Bucky, we get the scene with Bucky making amends. We talked about that already. We get to see it cut back to the therapist. He gives basically gives Captain America's book to her. That's like a historical artifact. You can't just give like Cap's book to that lady. Like, no.
Well, I think the fact that it's his trauma is probably tied to it, dude. I mean,
yeah, that makes sense.
he can get rid of it now.
Yeah. So this was my favorite scene in this episode with Isaiah, the Isaiah Bradley scene. This was a strong scene. I like this a lot. So we get Falcon showing up, and they have a great convo back and forth. I love the scene previous few episodes ago with them. I thought it was great. A really strong episode, really strong dialogue between the two. And so we get to go back. We saw the Captain America exhibit. I think it's a Smithsonian there. I think it was last time. I think
something like that.
Yeah, I think it
one
was
of them damn museums.
Yeah. So we get basically he gets acknowledged. He has his wing there, and he gets acknowledged for his service. So Rick, what'd you think of this scene, man?
I was hoping for more than just a statue for him and just like a plaque. I was hoping that it would be like a little bit more of an exhibit, but then again, there's not that much, there's a lot of, black marker on all his files. So
yeah, there's probably no like footage or anything.
Exactly. I mean, I just wish that he got more, but from whatever he got, it was enough for him. And dude, that was a fucking touching scene. I mean, it first started out with a handshake, and that actor, he was on that show Mantis, right? That's the
dude from Mantis.
That's the guy from Mantis.
Oh shit! Okay, wow.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I definitely remember Mantis. So
okay. He did look familiar. He's been in something recently too. They kind of aged him up with some of the makeup, but he's been in some.
He's a great actor, man. I've seen him. He was in Men of Honor. He with Cuba Gooding Jr. and De Niro, but he's dope. But the emotion on that dude's face when he hugs Sam, and oh man, it that's what tugs at the heartstrings, and that's how that's where Marvel gets you in those scenes right there. It's just like that's touching, man. That's good. That's good writing there. Maybe they fucked up in a lot of other places in this episode, but if you have to get it right, that's where you get it right.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely strong, for sure. Sarah, what do you think of this scene?
I thought it was great. For a second there, though, when they went to the exhibit, I was like, oh my God, is Isaiah Bradley going to be pissed? Because, he's been kind of like underground this whole time and not wanting the government to know that he's around, right?
I think they still don't know he's around. I think they still think he's dead.
So it's just honoring him.
Yeah, it was just honoring him, but
not saying that he's still alive.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
They didn't show any like recent photos of him, so they don't have any like recent photos. So yeah, and it's just a statue. You didn't really see a.
Yeah, I think it was just the honoring of him, but yeah, he's still on the low. He's still.
Yeah. See, again, this is like maybe if he's trying to stay in hiding, we should have like sent him pictures of it. I don't know. Don't have him standing right next to his own statue bawling.
It wasn't the best statue either. It didn't really like. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was good. It was good enough for him, man. I was like,
it looked like Cuba Gooding, man. It didn't look like.
Like it did show. I thought a lot of character development for both of them.
Yeah.
Like, right, Sam like stepping into this role, and Isaiah Bradley kind of like changing his mind about what was acceptable. And that was great. And the acting, like, I almost started crying when he was crying. So,
yeah, I got a little, like, teary-eyed. Yeah, a little choked up a little bit when that scene. I like that scene a lot. Nip, what'd you think of this Bradley scene?
Yeah, it was one of the best scenes in the episode. It was good. You know, Sam finally got him to crack his shell a little bit. He was laughing. He was kind of joking around. He was happy. It was a good scene. Character development. And then the statue was cool, but I think they kind of missed the opportunity to bring Rhodey in for another cameo. They could have explained like Rhodey stepped in and helped get that statue put in there or something like that. I was waiting for that and it didn't happen, so I was kind of like, okay, they could have, tied it more into the Marvel universe again, wrapped it up, but they decided to go another route, just unexplained, which is cool.
Yeah. Lamont, honestly, I feel like they changed a lot because of the pandemic. I think they were going to spread a virus and the COVID started and they had to scrap. Yeah, that was like one of the things they had. That's why you saw the vaccine in one of the early episodes. They had that whole backstory. So
does that make it any better? Would it have made a virus takes away all this stuff? I don't.
I don't think that Flag Smashers would change any. Like they would have
still been there. They would have been the same shit.
The goal
There's-
is the same. Yeah.
Well, it's the whole thing of that, you just give like one side propaganda for saying that shit's fake and they don't want to maybe contribute to that. I understand it, but you got to give people more credit. That's why I don't like a lot of when it comes to censorship. I think like entertainment, screen, TV. This is the last great medium that we have to like actually like throw these ideas up on screen, because that's where they belong, on screen, not in reality. So yeah.
Lamont, again, I now have to guess who Sharon was talking to for 3 months. A great postcard you've seen.
I think it was her driver person.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's what I thought.
Maybe, yeah, the person or somebody like higher up on the food chain. Drawing. Are you guys big HBO watchers? 8 episodes seems to be their magic number for miniseries. I think Max said there should have been 4 hours. I think 8 hours or 4 hours. 6 might be a weird number. It depends on the writing and the show and like what you have planned. I think it's like I've seen shows tell a great story in 5 episodes, and sometimes they have too many episodes. So that was a problem with some of the Netflix shows. They went on they all had to be 13 episodes, which kind of killed like some of those shows because they had to like draw things out because they had to make that 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So
I'm all for customizing per series.
I think it should be series by series basis, man. Like, it should be like a set thing. Like you should write the series like, all right, this is gonna work in 6 episodes. This is gonna work in 8 episodes.
No, well, see, that's the whole thing. I think that's actually the wrong way to look at it. I think you, as a person, as writers, the people who are going to be doing the show, I think they should concentrate on their story first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If they got their story and then they look at their story and be like, okay, this story is this is a 6 episode arc. This is where we make our cuts. But then the studio will come in and be like, oh no, we need 8 episodes because this is what we're trying to market. So they're just like, they spread themselves thin. Executives, shut the fuck up and let these people make what they want to make. This
was only 6 episodes. They could have told a tighter story.
This is a 4 episode. This is a 4 episode. This is a 4 episode arc, 1 hour a piece. Like Nip said, dude, they could have cut out maybe 1.5 episodes out of this whole thing. Yeah. And made it a 4 episode arc.
And then when they hyped up episode 5, like episode 5 was supposed to be so great, that pissed me off too. You're like, this is the one, this is the episode.
First 4 episodes were great, man. I love the show. First 4 episodes.
Last 2.
Yeah. And maybe watching them all together at once, maybe the feeling would change.
I don't think I could do it. It was kind of slow in there for the last.
I'll give it some time. I'll give it some time to breathe. But I'm gonna watch it again. Just kind of watch it all at once as one like movie and see how that flows. Let's see, Lamont. I'm a forever subscriber. Thank you very much. I love you all, and now I have notifications on. Turn off for your channel. Thank you very much. Everybody else should do that too. Be like the cool kids. Yeah, check out. We're gonna do some more after shows for the MCU. We're gonna do some recap, some retro reviews for some of the older, the first phase of the Marvel Universe. So we're all gonna, not every week, but every other week, every other Friday, we're gonna do those. So watch out for that. This should be fun. Revisit. Yeah. So we're gonna have some interesting ones to talk about for sure. Let's see. Drawing. I work in cartoons, and we have this saying that 11 minutes is the hardest format to make a cartoon in. 11 is too long for a slapstick cartoon with no story, and a short story for short for a full story. Yeah, that makes sense. The boat episode could have been cut out. Yeah, yeah. At least
that's what I said last week. I said last week they should combine these two, make one episode.
Unfortunately, my girl Sarah probably could have been cut out.
Yeah.
There's
the whole
stuff in there that you need, but on the whole, it needs to go. A lot of it.
Yeah. Thanks for the comments, folks. All right, so we get all that. We get the boat party, which
party time.
Yeah, so that's our boat. We finally that was the big build up of the boat. It's a big old party. Everybody's happy, and we get the cool after it transforms into Captain America and Winter Soldier, which I thought was cool. We get Curtis Harding song "On and On," which I like that song a lot. We get go to our after credits. We get Sharon Carter on the phone. She gets reinstated into her old position. She has a panel there. She's reinstated, and so she makes a phone call to somebody like, "Oh, now we have access to the government. We have weapons and such." So, Sarah, what do you think of this after credit scene?
Okay. Again, I feel like we're all being a little hasty here. Like, they just immediately are like, oh, no, we forgive you for everything. Let's give you a job with all of this, knowledge involved. So I thought that
Am I
was
chewing or something? What's going on?
A cat. Is it a cat?
You know.
Holy shit! It's a cat.
There's some shenanigans going on.
What the fuck?
and then like Sharon makes the call before she's even like barely off the stairs.
Not a really great secret agent, right? Like, oh, we're gonna do some bad things. Yeah, so hopefully there's no government agents around. Like,
The lady on the fucking phone at the fucking Wells Fargo just blabbing her whole shit around. I'm just trying to get my money, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear your whole conversations. Shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It just I was like, oh, Sharon got pardoned, yay! And then you see her face, and I was like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
But I just feel like nobody's being smart in this episode. Like the government's not like, hey, you can come back, but like maybe we're not going to tell you everything we're doing right away. And then Sharon doesn't even think twice about. I mean, like was the basement not bugged? Like did they not hear her conversation with Carly? I feel like if I go to Washington D.C., I'm assuming they can hear everything I say at all times.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I don't know. I would wait at least like, I don't know, a couple miles before making a
But yeah, at least wait till you're off the fucking steps before you fucking start.
Yeah,
or
like
you're
somebody
Get in the
monologuing.
car or something.
You're like monologuing. You're like fucking Syndrome and Incredibles, man. Come on, man. You're giving up the whole fucking plan.
maybe you should be a supervillain. Like,
I think we could get together and make a fucking better run than some of the Flag Smashers. I think we'd come up with a better plan than they had for sure.
but yeah, that's how I felt about it. I was just like, ugh, we're being dumb again, you guys.
So I know what you. Go ahead, Sarah. Sorry.
I was hoping your face would change at the end, but it didn't.
Yeah, no, I was just hoping like a little green eye or something. So Nick, what you think of this after credits, man?
Yeah, I could do without it. It didn't do nothing for me. It was just whatever. Like you're
Can
leaving the doors open.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you're gonna come with that lady in WandaVision as a scroll, like why not just reveal it now? Like it would have got more hype from the people. You know, everybody would hyped about talking about the end credit scene. Oh shit, she's a scroll. Blah blah blah. Mind blown. I guess they're trying to go a little slower in the storytelling, but I don't know. I just
Yeah. They could use a little extra like for this. Like if it's going to be a post credits, like they set the standard so high for the post credit scenes. Like you know, getting that first, Nick Fury showing up in Iron Man. The Avenger Initiative. So people have a certain expectation, and not all of them like live up to it. Like we've had some lame after credit scenes, like the one in Iron Man where he had he's sitting doing therapy with Bruce Banner. That was kind of a lame one. I think that was Iron Man 3, right?
the Sharma one. That was weird.
The Sharma one I liked. I like that scene, the Sharma scene. But Rick, what'd you think of this after credits, man?
I did like the fact that she gets pardoned. Now we do have to remember the reason she was like fucking like pretty much kicked off and fired and like excommunicated was because she was helping Cap steal back the shield. So I mean, she pretty much was on the side of right on that one. So they have to take a look at that. I understand they're going to probably be politicians and be like, well, she still broke the law, but she was actually following Captain America's, following an order.
Yeah, all
And
those other guys fucking follow Cap, and they all got pardoned. Ant-Man got a pardon. Like
exactly.
They all,
So I kind of see that. It makes sense to me. And the fact that they give her old position, it makes sense too, because she was really good at probably what she did in her job. So it just makes sense for them to put her and install her right back. Now this is what I love. Her talking to somebody right after she get out of the fucking courthouse. Like, dude, what the fuck? get in the Uber or get the fuck out of there somewhere and then make that fucking phone call and shit. And that would have been like great, like seeing like a little reveal, like the Uber driver is just like looking at, or like the taxi driver looking behind, and then they see one face, and then when she gets out, somebody completely different.
That would have been cool.
That would have been like
because they could have left that open for Mystique or a Skrull.
Yeah, very true. Like another. But I think this still, all of these shows, it's going to be Secret Invasion. I think is going to be like their crisis event, like like DC's. I think I told you that, Ray. I think
we kind of talked about that. Yeah, this is going to be their like Avenger, like their build up to like okay, or what like
this is the TV. This is the show event. This is the Disney Plus event.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, because that's Nick Fury. That's gonna be Nick Fury heavy. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. We'll kind of see what's next for these characters. Lamont, you think George St. Pierre is actually dead? He got shot in the gut. I don't think so. I think he'll come back. I think he's gonna be just one of those one of those like third tier villains that will actually come out every once in a while.
He's the new Ulysses Claw.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was they need more villains in the fucking Marvel universe too.
I still don't think Lamont is dead.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
because in the comics they said that his character was brought back to life by the Power Broker or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But you never really see it on screen, so you see him like, I mean, they could give him some kind of, I don't know, Power Broker fucking serum and wake him up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Did you guys catch it? Sharon was like, "I credited you, and you disappointed me." Yeah. So
was it like a super serum? Like I gave you super serum and shit like that, or something like that,
or give her like access to the super serum?
She was the mentor, and she was like,
both.
So, I think it was both.
Sharon was behind like the Flag Smashers getting them started, and she said that they were her muscle and shit. So.
But then, what was the whole point of them acting like that? They pissed off the Power Broker by stealing it, just to throw off the scent.
This is some skrullduggery.
Well, I got more that like Sharon was her mentor and that she was like raising her up to be the next Power Broker or like on her team of like this really high powered squad. But then that Carly branched off and did the Flag Smashers thing and disappointed Sharon. That's what I got. Not that Sharon started. Yeah. Like
interesting.
Because she was like, I don't want power. I just want these goals or whatever. And Sharon was like, well, you disappointed me. So I think Carly did branch off of Sharon at that point to build the Flag Smashers, which by the way, I like just commenting really quick. I think they said they were going to take them to the raft. And I was like, the second the car blew up, I was like, thank God. I'm so glad we don't have to see any more of them.
Yeah.
Oh, if they would have got to the raft though, I mean, would Nemo have recruited them? That would have been sick.
Well, she did say like, we don't need muscle anymore. We have access to the government shit, so they're gonna get some shit for sure.
That was the vibe I got from the Carly situation.
Lamont, I get that we're making shows that you don't need to see to get to the next movie, but if you don't watch these shows, are you even a fan? Yeah. Well, hey, it's like a long running TV show. You have to it's a long running. It's like a TV show. Basically, how they treated the MCU. It's like it's
Shield. I mean, Agents of Shield.
I think it's kind of like the comic books. It's like you read Avengers comics, and then everything that leads into Avengers you can read by picking up a Spider-Man, picking up Wolverine, picking up a Captain America. All of these things, they're the shows, and like the Avengers and these other. Well, I think the bigger superheroes like Thor, they're the ones that get the actual movie,
Yeah, the big events, like how the movie should be the big event. Like the ground characters, I'd rather see. We already had a Daredevil TV show, but I want to see Daredevil. Maybe they build a new Defenders or something. The more ground level, like Moon Knight should be good. I'm excited about Moon Knight and stuff. So what do you guys think about this next? What's going to happen with these characters? We're gonna get. Where do you think they're going to go with Cap? Is Cap Falcon going to be around for a while? We're going to see more of them teaming up with Bucky. What do you think, Sarah? Any theories about what's going to be happening with these characters coming up?
I hope Cap Falcon sticks around for a little while because it took us like 6 hours to get here.
At least for a couple, at least till through the next phase, at least.
Yeah, or at least till he has a really good reason not to be Cap Falcon. I hope they just don't throw it away. I think the Sharon Carter thing will hopefully be really interesting. She now is set up to wield a lot of interesting power. I think the Zemo situation at the raft is going to be really cool. That's probably the thing I'm most excited for if that happens. And I just hope we see more of Sebastian Stan because he looks really good in leather. So I didn't realize this until 2 episodes ago, you guys.
You gotta pay attention, yeah.
I never saw it, and then I was like, oh. So
hello there.
Yeah, I liked his character the most, so I really hope we do see more of him, maybe helping, ex-villains transform or other Avengers that are having a hard time or kind of taking that role that almost Sam did but like doing it in a more personal way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Bucky the most probably out of this whole thing. So
I thought his arc was pretty good. He had a good run. Yeah, he's a great character ever since Winter Soldier. Ever since the first Captain America movie, he's been a great character. So yeah, I definitely like his arc. The other Winter Soldier, Rick, what'd you think? Where do you think this is going, man? Where do you want to see this go?
I want to see Sam be Cap for a while.
yeah.
He's eventually gonna, turn it. I think it's either Steve Rogers, or to me, it has to be Bucky, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky needs to be. He needs to be that. To me, that's his ultimate redemption right there. Bucky becoming Cap. I think he's like the right guy to carry it. It's all about redemption. There's great stories to be told with Captain America, especially with Sam. But Bucky is my favorite character out of. And I mean, Captain America: Winter Soldier is still probably, I still think, the finest MCU movie out there. So,
well, it's my favorite. Well,
yeah, it's so I want to see more. I do want to see the further adventures of Falcon and Bucky, but I think Falcon's already outgrown him, and he's Captain America now. So, Bucky, it's time to go grow up.
be your own man.
Yeah, it's time. I do want to see, because the thing is, what it looks like to me. I'd like to see like a fucking kung fu show, kind of like Bucky, just like traveling and just
maybe see him
fixing things.
Yeah. And have flashbacks to like the Winter Soldier days and how he has to redeem
how things affect them, how they affected him there or some shit. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Kind of like a Wolverine storyline type.
Yeah, and you can even have like Wolverine, like they were talking about the rumors about an anthology series. Like, you can see Wolverine versus Winter Soldier from like the 60s or 50s. I would fucking love to see that. And I want to see the setting. And I would love to see the flashback of Bradley and Winter Soldier, like them fighting too. Like,
that'd be great, dude.
Yeah,
oh my god,
that'd be good for like animation series. That'd be kind of dope.
That wouldn't be, yeah, we could do some shit like that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah. We got some more Lamont. It makes sense. Why would you take him to the person who makes the super soldier serum? Then at the end say, well, we don't have any more super soldiers, but we have secrets. Yeah, that's secret invasion. Drawing. Can you guys talk about Wakanda? Wakanda. I think they're going to start filming Black Panther 2 soon. I think they're working on it. There was talk about maybe recasting T'Challa, which I think T'Challa is a big character. I think they should recast him.
I agree.
I understand like the people like Chadwick Boseman, he's like retire the character. We don't, dude. Black Panther's bigger than Chadwick Boseman. I love Chadwick Boseman.
I love Chadwick Boseman, but
the character's bigger than that. Just like saying, I think we've had the conversation before. Like after Heath Ledger, don't never make Joker again because Heath Ledger died. These characters, these people that play them, they're actors. They're great actors, but these characters, they're a modern mythology, man. You can't just like say, oh, you can't play this character anymore, throw him away. A lot of people look up to Black Panther, man. That's T'Challa. It's
an important character to have.
It's an important character, and you can't just.
And there's a lot more story to tell on his end too.
His story's not done. Like T'Challa's story was just getting started, really. I want to see what's more of that. I'm excited for Black Panther too, because like the rumors are like Namor is going to play a big role in it, and we mutants. We might see some Latveria action. Like it might be the battle of the three kings. Namor, T'Challa, and Doom.
Is Shuri going to be taking over the mantle? Is that what I heard?
I bet.
I don't think so. I think, she kind of said some things out of pocket and things. So I don't think they're going to push her for that. I like what Rick said. Like maybe I'd do an alternate. Since we're playing with the multiverse, man, bring out Michael B. Jordan, have him come in as a new Black Panther or something.
As a T'Challa from a different multiverse.
Yeah,
that dude annoys me, man. He's fucking annoying.
Yeah, but dude, he did an awesome job as Killmonger, man. I would love to see his version, his take on T'Challa.
Yeah, but he pissed me off when he's trying to fight Roy Jones, thinking he can really box and shit.
Hey, you're no Logan Paul, man. Calm down.
I would choose Michael B. Jordan to be recast as T'Challa from a different multiverse. Once the Doctor Strange movie explains what the multiverse is to the casual MCU fan.
I think there's a lot more talent out there. You could get somebody else.
Yeah,
You've seen him
they
already
can
in that. You've already seen him in that. There's no reason.
and
There's plenty of other talent out
And
there.
they've recast people before. They brought in John Cheadle for Terrence Howard, and so like you could just
That
do
was
it.
a great movie.
The reason I say that is I think there's a huge consensus that the fact that a lot of people felt that they didn't want the character of Killmonger to die so soon.
Yeah.
So I mean, this would be a great way to bring the in a strange way, bring both characters back. So
Yeah.
But I mean, okay. So I don't know T'Challa's story at all in the comics, but the Black Panther, like that mantle, is something that naturally changes,
Yeah,
right?
you can move it around. Yeah, it could, other people can have it. Yeah.
So couldn't they just do that?
Yeah. Well, in the comics, his sister took over Shuri, but I don't think they're going to go with her. Like I like her being more of the tech person. I don't need her like.
That's how they set her up. Yeah, she was supposed to be like the new Stark.
And she had her little claws, her little Hulk hand claw thing. So I don't know. I want to see T'Challa. I think T'Challa is Black Panther, and that character is too important just to like say, okay, we could never have T'Challa again because the actor died, which it sucks. But that character is bigger than him. So
yeah, I say recast it.
Yeah, I think recast. There's different things you can do. You can play around, but yeah,
bring a multiverse T'Challa. It doesn't have to be Michael B. Jordan. You can bring any different actor from out of the multiverse. This universe is T'Challa. His universe died, and he's the only one left, or something like that.
Yeah, I think we definitely can see some more from that. Lamont. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Adam Warlock from the first.
We just talked about this. We just talked about
we
this.
all are still.
Right, this is on Gold Dirty Bastards last night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, a couple nights ago. Yeah. Well, they like hinted at it, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yeah, they see they fucked up. Like Adam Warlock should have been a big part of the Infinity Gauntlet. Like it should have been part of the Thanos storyline. Now
they should have showed him in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
that's how they should have introduced him.
Yeah, and
they had the rights to him. What the fuck?
Yeah, and one of his big runs is beefing with Thanos. Now Thanos, they're not going to use Thanos for another 20 years. So yeah, they kind of screwed
Thane,
the.
They could bring out Thane.
Yeah. So I think that if they do bring Adam Warlock, it's probably going to tie into like the Galactus storyline. I think they're going to like if they're going to. He needs to be involved with the cosmic stuff. So
Celestials.
Yeah, some Celestial. You might maybe see some hints in Eternals, but we never know.
What actor would play him?
Well, who the fuck was the
William Zabka?
Karate, the real Karate Kid.
Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, you have to get some like pretty boy actor. Like Sarah, what pretty boy actor do you like this week to play Adam Warlock? Who's on your list?
Zac Efron.
Can we do like
James
early
Franco?
2000s Orlando Bloom?
Actually, who wouldn't that be bad? Actually,
Orlando Bloom wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, Orlando Bloom wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, a little Legolas action. Yeah, I can see that.
They got that fake Orlando Bloom dude too.
Yeah.
What's that dude's name? He was in Hobbit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's fuck, what is he in?
He was in the Hobbit.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. What are the two twins, right? Keely and Philly?
No, the other dude, like the fisherman dude. Wasn't he like a fisherman?
Yeah. The dude, like the human dude.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Luke. Shit. Oh my god, I know who you're talking about. The guy who played Dracula, the Dracula Untold Story.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
That's the
Luke
fake
Evans.
Orlando Bloom.
Luke Evans. There you go.
Luke Evans.
Yeah.
Ooh, or what about the guy from Bridgerton? He is hot.
Oh,
Skip.
for Adam Warlock.
I don't remember his name, but the guy that plays the Duke in Bridgerton, like, there's a meme of him licking a spoon that all the ladies are.
They could probably get one of them Game of Thrones dudes. There's many of those dudes.
Yeah.
Jamie Lannister. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
If he's not playing Doom, he should play Adam Warlock. All right, so this will be our last comment right here, Lamont. Do you think that Sam and Bucky know about the Hex from WandaVision? They didn't mention it. I don't know if it's public. I don't think it's public knowledge.
They're globe-trotting, right? They were globe-trotting through the whole thing.
I don't think that's public knowledge too. Like they had agents all over that shit.
X-Files style.
They're gonna sweep that under the rug for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the problem for me with Sword. Like they should have been. They're just like isolated that one area. Like they should be like having outposts all over the world and shit.
Well, they have a space station in the comics, so they haven't. Well, they had. They said they showed Sam Jackson in the space station. So I don't know how far that is in orbit, but they do.
They just kind of like toss Shield. Like there's no more Shield. What the fuck?
Oh, they corrupted Shield. The Shield's fucking
Shield, yeah,
so they
Shield
never
got
came back, but they
compromised.
came back. Well, in the
kind
show,
of. Yes, that's not canon, man.
I know. Half-ass.
Wasted our time. All right. Yeah, it was interesting. So I guess we'll give our grade for. I want the grade for this episode, and give me the grade for the whole season. So I think, yeah, no, I like I like the action in this episode. I like some of the dialogue towards the end, but yeah, I see the gripes. I definitely get the gripes with this episode. The dialogue was kind of corny and stuff, but I still had fun with it. So I would give it. I'll give this a probably like 8.8. It's not a 9. Like some of the early episodes were 8, a little 9 and above. So if they had a nice trajectory, I thought it was going to keep going that way. So Sarah, what would you give this episode, and what would you give the season overall?
This episode, I have to give like an 8, maybe even like a high 7, because like I don't know, nothing. I mean, there were a couple really good scenes, but there were no big twists that we didn't see coming. There was nothing super emotional like WandaVision when the like thing is about to like eat her children. I don't know. I didn't connect with it as much, and I felt like this season. I was actually rewatching it today, and like it actually started out a lot higher than I realized. Like the first couple episodes were really good, so I'd say
It's like the reverse of WandaVision.
Yeah. So I'd say like overall the season, I'd probably give like an 8.5, and I think probably upon a rewatch, I'll like it a little bit more. But this,
I'm gonna rewatch it.
Yeah, this episode itself, I was just kind of like, okay, all the things we thought were gonna happen happened.
Yeah,
and we're done. And people
yeah. Nip, what's your grades for the episode and the season?
You guys aren't gonna like it, but I'm gonna give it a episode. I'll give it a 7. And the full season, I'm gonna give it 7.5.
Okay.
Just let down by the last 2 episodes, like Sarah mentioned, and I've been mentioning. Too predictable. No real surprises for anybody. We on this show we literally like talked about pretty much everything that was gonna happen. We were pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff we called pretty easily. So that and just some of these last 2 episodes was just too much for me. And the Flag Smashers, I was not a fan of them. I really don't have any desire to go back and rewatch it, honestly. It doesn't. I think it'll be worse watching it a second time for me.
Clearly, you're not as bored as I am.
I got a lot of shit. I got Snowfall. I got all kinds of shit. Invincible now.
Yeah, I think I'll rewatch it at some point. Not right away, but I'll come back and revisit it. I want to do the same thing with WandaVision too. I want to rewatch the whole season.
It wasn't terrible. Like the action scenes carried it for me.
Yeah,
but I just think it was very poorly written.
Towards the end, yeah.
Marvel. I expect more from Marvel than this. I think maybe, like you guys said, maybe the virus messed it up, but I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That they got so much money, they could have made something better happen, and the storyline wouldn't have been that much impacted by it. Well, the virus is out there, but you're still going to have Flag Smashers. You're still going to have the same similar type of shit. So,
yeah.
For me, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 overall. I like Bucky's arc. I like some of the Sam stuff with Isaiah Bradley. And the action was great, but just poorly executed throughout most of it.
Yeah.
And it started like Sarah said. I thought WandaVision started out really slow and got better towards the end. This was the opposite. This started out really good and got worse towards the end, in my opinion. So I'll be the bad guy and give it a bad score.
Now and forever. So Rick, what would you give? What would you give this episode, and what would you give the season?
Well, if it wasn't for some of the action stuff and the good stuff with Isaiah, this episode probably would be like a 4. So I actually gave this episode an 8, and that's a high grade jumping from that 4 because the action was great. Some of the sequences were awesome. Sam, curling his wings around the target and putting his shield above. I love that shit. That looked fucking cool. The wings digging in and kind of holding back. I'm still against the whole. I don't think Cap needs extra shit other than a shield. But and I don't like the technology. But other than that, yeah. So on the whole season, I had high hopes for this.
Yeah, I
This
came in
this
here
was
amped up too.
this was my shit, and the first 3 episodes had me fucking like, whoa, this is probably gonna be the best series of all of these series, and they blew their wad. They peaked way too fucking early. It feels like yeah, they cut that plot point out. You know, the virus. I'm not sure how big it was, but like Nip said, they got money, man. You had enough time to probably, you know, just do a couple of reshoots. It probably wouldn't have been that difficult, just to kind of make some sense of it all. Because when you make like drastic changes like that, and especially I don't know what order this was supposed to be in. I think Captain America. I think this was Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to be before WandaVision.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right?
think some shit like that. Yeah, because they had to stop filming because of the pandemic. So
yeah, or something. So yeah,
I
so
know
I'm
Black
not sure.
Widow was supposed to come out before this, so we're getting some shit out of order for sure.
Exactly. So maybe the stuff with, you know, Julie Louis-Dreyfus would have made more sense. The Contessa.
Yeah,
So I don't. They could have thought it out better, and I don't think they did for this particular show. I'm hoping for going forward, they'll do better.
Yeah.
If they have to make, you know, this is pretty much AEW's. The ring's not blowing up. They didn't have a plan B. They didn't really have a plan B when it came to this. So
Yeah, that's a good reference for anybody that gets that. That's right, spot on.
What was your final score for the season?
Oh, for the final score of the season, yeah, I hate doing it, man. It's a 7.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I want to give it a higher score because the Bucky stuff was great.
yeah.
But what do I always say when it comes down to anything superheroes? It really comes down to your villain. And the Flag Smashers were shit.
Yeah.
US and John Walker, although they had a good little gem on their hands with him being a villain, they redeemed him, which fucking pisses me off. He could have went into the fucking thing like, you know what, fuck you guys. I don't like you know, not trying to be Bucky's friend or anything. Oh, you did good. Like, no, he could have been like, you know what, fuck you guys. You guys still took Captain America away from me.
I got one thing to say real quick. I just felt like they made a big missed opportunity. I feel like they could have brought back the Red Skull in this series, and that would have been way better than the Flag Smashers, because Red Skull's iconic. You know, he's beefing for Cap for a long time, and that was cut short. It was only one movie, and then he's gone. So
But
And that's on Hugo Weaving too. You didn't want to come back, so
Yeah. recasted him.
But he is recast.
Yeah.
We're forgetting that Christopher Marquand is Red Skull now. So,
Yeah.
but where is he? Is he still on? Was he still on Vormir? Or did he disappear?
I think
I think you could have wrote that out with the, you know, when the rings, when the
With the
gems,
snap?
yeah. Somehow you could.
Well,
bullshit
there's
your
no
way
purpose
in.
for him to guard the gem anymore because he's So they could bring back because I thought the Flag Smashers were going to be tied to Red Skull.
That's what I was hoping for.
Because like in the comic, his daughter Sin is like a big part. So I thought maybe Carly was going to be revealed as Sin or something, and so I thought there was going to be more to them. But it was just like no, they just have super soldier serum, like whatever.
Yeah, Red Skull's one and done.
No
He's
more
just
annoying
done.
characters either. No more annoying characters. This
Yeah.
it just too many wishy-washy characters. It's, you know,
They're trying to force a narrative for sure. It just they didn't stick the landing with that. It felt forced for sure.
And a lot of people are saying they're. Go ahead.
You go.
A lot of people are saying that they're trying to switch from Hydra. Now they're going to try to go with Leviathan. And that's where Valentina is going to. She in the comics she was like a triple agent basically. She was Hydra, Shield, and Leviathan. So they're saying that
she
with
switched styles a few times,
with Black Widow they were going to introduce her and Leviathan because they're, you know, the Russian Hydra basically. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, it would probably make more sense when we see Black Widow. So we'll see. I'm not, I'm not gonna give up on the Marvel universe just yet. I think we still got some cool shit coming up. I think Loki's gonna be great. So hopefully
Loki could reveal Red Skull.
Oh, well, we did see a
that.
scene in one of the trailers.
And Mephisto.
And Mephisto finally.
Yeah. But the thing is, you do see Vormir.
Exactly.
So we might see Red Skull just like escape or some shit. That'd be sick.
Sorry, Sarah. You had something to say earlier. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say at like a very base level, I also just don't think that like Bucky and Falcon's like chemistry ever really like
No charisma.
They had like hints of it. It looked like it was going like a trajectory, and then they kind of just like separated and like didn't have. Yeah,
Neither one of them is very charismatic though. They're both kind of like monotone.
very stoic characters. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
they
like
have the
comedian,
same
no like.
That's why it worked.
Well,
It
Winter
worked better
Soldier's
with
supposed
Zemo.
to be like that, right?
That's why it worked better with Zemo when Zemo was involved
Yes.
with them. When they had him to play off of, it was like a better looked like they had better chemistry. So I think they should have kept Zemo around a couple more episodes, and they could have had Zemo go to the raft at the end of this episode. So I think they kind of lost some of the fun with Zemo. Just brought a certain energy to the group, and it kind of brought life to it, and then he got locked
Pesci
up.
and Lethal Weapon.
And just like the last two episodes, what happened? Like we didn't have Zemo for the last two episodes, so that's so that might they kind of fucked up. They had some gold with Zemo, and they fucked up.
No guns and no old school cars. You lose a lot with that Zemo.
All right, that's it was interesting. It was fun to talk about this show. It's always fun talking about the MCU and where it's going. But I think they kind of missed the landing on a lot of things. I still enjoyed it for what it was, but yeah. I think it's still better than some of the shit they have out there. So it's I think we have potential to see some better stuff. Hopefully they kind of tie up their writing and we have no more pandemics to like pause shit and they have to change shit anymore. So hopefully that goes down that way. Yeah, I feel you. I'm tired. It's been a long night.
Yeah, there's no direct tie-in. Like WandaVision's tying in directly into Doctor Strange, but this is just like, what, maybe into Rhodey show?
Yeah, maybe Armor Wars and then Secret Invasion. So
it could be Armor Wars. Yeah, I think the weaponry that's what they might be talking about too.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good show. All right, so let's get out of here before we can talk about this shit for fucking years. Look out for some retro reviews. Check out our weekly show, the SF Company Hour. We're gonna be talking full spoilers about the Mortal Kombat movie next Tuesday, so that should be fun. Rick, anything to plug before we get out of here?
No, sleep. That's the
sleep.
plug.
Sleep is good. I like sleep. Nip, you want to plug the Gold Dirty Bastards?
Yeah. So Gold Dirty Bastards. It's a sports podcast mainly, but we talk movies, talk streaming shows, talk a lot of shit to each other, argue. Me and Womack, I gotta school this guy like every fucking episode. It's kind of tiring. Put him in his fucking place. But, we're
my
gonna have
favorite part of the show, really.
We're gonna have a draft special coming up. We're big on the NFL draft. We're gonna be doing that on the day of the draft. It'll be live. We're gonna start at 4:00 that day and just cover the whole NFL draft, shit talking, our picks, and all that kind of stuff. So our YouTube channel is Gold Dirty Bastards with a Z. Gold Dirty Bastards with a Z, and we also have Instagram, same thing, Gold Dirty Bastards with a Z podcast. So check it out.
I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up that day, man.
Yeah, these two guys are on there often.
I'm very interested in that draft pick, man.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna have a panel. So
yeah, for sure.
if you got time.
Sarah, anything you want to plug? Anything? Any John Mayer sightings this week? Any
Harry Potter news?
Something on TikTok like a few weeks ago that I think is going to be a great song. There's like a, 8-bar clip, and I'm pretty into that. But otherwise, no.
Have you been to the Harry Potter world, Sarah?
In California?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets her mail there, really.
I was gonna take my daughter, but then the damn pandemic hit, like right before we were gonna fucking go.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
We had plans on going that fucking week.
It's fun.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter world is fucking awesome. Yeah.
Get the frozen butter beer, not the like one on ice. It's way better. The one that's made like icy.
The frozen one's pretty good. I tried them both, but the frozen one's pretty good.
Shit, if we ever get there, I don't even know if they're open yet, are they?
Oh, they are open. You got to go. You got to try to set it up where you're getting reservations so you can go. But the day you get a reservation, you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff because it's limited. Yeah, it's a limited capacity. So.
All right.
Yeah, also, I would say there's like reviews of the candy online and stuff, and I would check those out if you want to buy some candy, because I got like a chocolate frog and a chocolate wand. The chocolate's not great. Not gonna lie,
No.
they don't have the best chocolate.
Get the birdie
All right.
bites.
All right, we'll save it for the Harry Potter podcast. Okay? Check me
Harry
out.
podcast. Harry Potter.
If you guys are, it's independent bookstore on bookstore day on Saturday. So if you're bored, you want to go up to Green Apple here in San Francisco, you can come see me. I'm judging a Yoda Speak contest on Saturday. So come by and check us out. You might get a free sticker. So around 4:30, I believe. So if your best Yoda impressions, go to Green Apple's website. You can get some instructions how to enter. You can do a Zoom call too, and I'll be judging.
Go you must. Go you must.
There you go. See, enter right there. And if you see me there, I might give you a sticker from SF Comic Book Co. So yeah, check that out.
And a Gold Digger Bastards one as well.
Hook it up.
Leo, get on your shit, man.
All right, so thanks for watching this. Check out our weekly show. Like I said, like and subscribe to the video. Check out the Gold Dirty Bastards. Look out for more shenanigans, more reviews, more unboxings, more some reaction videos. It's gonna be fun. We got a lot of shit coming down. Yeah, more. How do you like it? All right, folks. We'll get out of here and see you guys next time. And be safe, everyone.